How's it going, everyone? We are going to be playing Peacekeeper. It's another... I went through my videos and I looked at who I hadn't played in a long time. She showed up. I know. But we're going to use her anyway. And we will be avoiding Shaman, so don't worry about that, because we technically already used her in a random character video. So let's jump in and make some cancer in the community. Alright, we got a conch. I will admit, Peacekeeper is super annoying with her zone and her lights and her heavy into stab. Oh, there's a bit of lag. Oh, does he notice it? Does he acknowledge it? Maybe. There we go. Awesome. But I had someone ask me the other day if I was happy with the reworks and the characters, and I'm gonna have to be... Oh, nice trade. We have to be honest. I'm happy for the most part with the changes to the characters. Kensei needed a buff, but I think they went a little far with his. I mean, it feels like he has so much potential now that, I mean, I'm not saying he's overpowered by any means. I'm simply, oh god, it's light attack, not heavy. I'm not saying he's overpowered by any means. It's just interesting seeing him go from bottom tier to just, wow, what the heck is going on? And his damage output is absolute insanity right now. If you get hit by certain attacks that he does, and then he does a light attack on a different direction, it's not only fast, but you have a shorter amount of time to do your recovery and then move over, and it puts you in one of those situations where you're taking essentially a Peacekeeper heavy attack, and you're not able to react in time. But it's also extremely fast. See, PK on a top light's doing 17. I mean, that's close to what Valkyrie does. But Kensei does 40 on heavy, 20 on light. I mean, that's insane. He also has more health, and he has a ish deflect. It's not a full deflect, but it is a deflect. Victory. Good fight. The only thing that Kensei doesn't have that, I mean, Peacekeeper does is the bleed, obviously. But Kensei's new zone attack is also really, really strong. So, I mean, he also flickers that quite a bit. I'm just not too sure. And then Conquer, they kind of just turned into a spam machine, really. I mean, he's good. It's just, I wish that they would have more variety in the way they looked. Like, I think they did Kensei properly in terms of a rework. But I would like to see that for more characters. I mean, look at Warden, for instance. If you're at a dead standstill, you don't really want to use Shoulder Bash because they'll probably predict it. Especially when you move and then you know you're going to do it. But they're going to expect a top light or a zone, right? And if they're blocking zone direction because they think that one's faster, you're not going to be able to get them with the light because they'll probably switch. So he doesn't really have a lot of opening tools, which I really wish he did, and I wish he had different moves that he could feint. Like, I'd be perfectly willing if they took away Shoulder Bash from Warden and just gave him mix-ups, for Christ's sake. He really needs them. Now that this fight's over, we're going to move on to the next one. The very main reason I'm also talking about characters here is because I feel like Peacekeeper is just one of those characters that it doesn't take a lot of skill to use. And I can definitely talk while playing her, seeing as all she really does is... Oh my gosh, I missed that one. I thought I was close enough to get it. But I think other characters really need a rework. Valkyrie definitely does. She has certain attacks that are just completely unsafe, even if you land them. Same with Shigoki really needs a rework as well, because he has... close to nothing. I mean, unless you put a ton of time into him and you know exactly how to trade, when to do all this other stuff. I mean, if you go up against Warden, Shaman, anyone that can get 2 guaranteed hits, Orochi, I mean, your hyper armor is nearly useless. Or if they get a guard break on you, I mean, it's iffy. And if I'm on computer, kiss your Shigoki goodbye, you know? because with the amount of frames I get on computer, I just stand there. Like, I don't have to do anything else. I just stand there, and if you do any form of attack, I'll parry it. It's kind of annoyingly simplistic, really. I want them to give all the characters the same strength, I guess, is what I'm hoping for. I want everyone to have a decent amount of mix-ups. I mean, the other instance would be Highlander has a lot of mix-ups and he can trick people and he can do stuff. He's technically still bottom tier because all of it's super slow, but at least he has the variations and the abilities to do things. I feel like a lot of other characters don't. Raider's not amazing, but he's also not bad, but he is really fun to play with where he currently is. Warden is still fun to play, and he has really cool looks, but I don't think he's in line with some of the other characters when it comes to Kensei and you know, actual top tiers. I think Warden is still good, and a lot of people hate him, but it's mainly his shoulder bash. Like, if they took away shoulder bash, Warden would be useless as a character. It would be all about parry punishing at that point. Victory! Good fight. It would all be about punishing people on parry. And I don't know. Lawbringer has a ton of variation that he can do. It's one of those things where I wish that they all had more. But let me know. I know that you guys had pointed out that you want to see a rework for Warden, Orochi, Valkyrie, Shigoki. Who else would you guys like to see a rework for? Because I know there are a lot of people that are saying that their characters definitely need a buff and all this other stuff. But which ones would you guys really, really want to see? I also think that it's one of the cases where Warlord has just the right amount of stuff that he can do. Where he... See, I think he's decently balanced. His throw is still a bit much, but good fight, Warden. Good fight. That guy was actually a good Warden, and I like how his name really represented him. We got the same Warden again. So let's see, where did I leave off? Okay. A lot of people were talking about Centurion being in a bad place right now, and I personally wouldn't know. I haven't used him since the update. But I have heard from other people that I play with that they still think he's top tier. He can still get a heavy attack off of his parry punish is what they're saying. So I don't think he's bottom tier anymore with these changes. As other people are leading to believe, saying that you can only get a light attack. Good crushing counter. So that's the other thing. Peacekeeper's also sometimes pretty predictable on where she's going to go. I probably should be going left to right with her, or right to left, but I don't want to be too obvious with what I'm doing. But I deserve the WoW. Yep, light attack spamming. Gladiator's also one of the ones that has a lot of mix-ups, but he also has that really annoying toe stab. And if you go up against a character that just spams it, it's not any fun. I try not to spam it because I don't want to be one of those guys, and it makes the experience in terms, for me, a bit more fun. But that's not everybody, obviously. Nobushi is good against people that cannot parry. If your opponent can parry, you're going to have issues. Quite a few issues, actually. Unless you're utilizing her zone and everything very well, you will have issues. Good fight. I'm trying to look down and see which characters. Berserker, honestly, I didn't think he needed a buff, but honestly, I don't main him, so I have no idea if he did or not. So I want that to be out there. I only have him at a first rep level 17, but I do enjoy using him. I think he's really strong. So when I heard that he got a rework, I was sitting there and I was like, well, you know, what about Shigoki and people like that? I mean, where's the rework for the characters that have literally been labeled worst characters? Don't use. Shigoki's really only decent in a 4-on-4, and even then, it's a bit iffy if he's really that useful. So, victory! That was a douchebag move doing the zone. do apologize. That just gave me some cancer. Christ.
Round 4.
But based on the current roster, I do still want to see characters. They were asking if I want to see new ones as well. And, you know, I do want to see new characters. But please, can the knights be knights? I don't want any more gladiators and stuff like that. They're cool. I will say it. They're cool. But I really want to see some actual knights. I'm not sure exactly what art design and all that they want to do, but I definitely want to see some actual people in, you know, knight armor, knight gear and stuff like that. I think I've just had enough of the Romans at this point. I mean, heck, even if you do like a Spartan from 300 or something like that, I'd prefer that. They haven't done one with a spear yet, so sure, why not? But that's simply my opinion. You guys can leave yours in the comments on what characters you would like to see next, or if you have any idea who they'd be coming out with. I did have one person tell me that they really wanted to see a, I don't remember who it was, that they wanted to see someone beefed up, like the size of Lawbringer, and Warden-ish type clothing, along with a little bit of Conqueror, like his shoulders, where you got the big shoulders, with a great sword. They thought that would be really cool. It would also be kind of cool if they had a great hammer, or not a great hammer, like a hammer of some sort. Or like I said, they could do a spear. They haven't done one of those yet. One sec, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Victory.
I did not. I'm good now. Good fight, Warden. Once again, that guy is really good with his crushing counters. I will fully admit that. Shinobi. I feel like Shinobi's really underclassed. He's not underclassed. I just feel like people don't play him as often. He's a good character. He really is. And in some cases, he does really well with his light attacks. I deserve that. And then, yeah, doing that, his ability to back away and grab someone if they whiff. He's definitely good against Peacekeepers. Ooh, there was a sneeze that I thought I was going to have last match. Okay. But, sorry for droning on for so long, guys. I just felt like I wanted to make a more detailed expression on what I felt in terms of the reworks and the characters. I want more balance, I guess. Peacekeeper has a lot of things that she can do in terms of, like, I could do a light attack and then go into a heavy, which then I could use to do the bleed, or I could feign it into a light. Oh, I completely missed that. And I get that she can do all of that. I do. It's just she's not fun to play, I guess, is the big thing. I don't find her to be a rewarding character to play. And Warden, I mainly just play him for the looks. He looks freaking awesome. Same with a lot of the knights, though. They all look really cool. Nobushi I want to play just because I once again, I think she looks cool. And that's mainly how I play my characters, is just on looks. Good fight.
Victory.
Although I am trying to rep up Kensei, so that will be done eventually. He's a 7th rep, level 9, I believe. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments on what characters you would like to see. I did have one person say that they wish that Warden had a Polyons moveset. I completely back that, honestly. Most of her moves were slow, easy to dodge, easy to parry, but did something very impressive. Like, they did some good damage and stuff like that. And like the one where she, you know, does the run attack and like picks you up and throws you, that would be good for a 4v4. And it's not like other characters don't already do that. You know, Raider or Shigoki picking you up on his back. Other characters do that. So I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool for him to have.
Round 5.
But let me know what you guys think. It's the last round. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's either gonna go very well and I'm gonna predict him, or he's gonna trash me. Nice. Oh crap. Why is it when I backdash like that right there, he's able to get me, but when he dashes even closer to me, I can't get him. That is the end of the match. Good fight, sir.
Defeat.
It was a good fight. He's a very, very good shinobi. Good fight. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. I'm sorry for rambling on that entire time. I rewatching. I was like, man, I talked for quite a bit, but it was mixed in with the audio, so I can't really do too much about that. Let me know what you guys think about reworks, what characters you would like to see, who you want to see reworked next, and let's start a discussion down below. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment if you did. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you did not, let me know why. Other than that, here are a couple videos for you guys to check out in case you did enjoy it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.